But yeah,
James, my brother, listen, James, here's the thing,
yes,
bro. I'm not here to engage on you, and I'm not here to, attack you in any way. I'm just saying, like, when you're talking about the prophets, like, just watch what you say about them, brother, because you don't see us Muslims attacking your beliefs, your prophets.
Let me ask you a
So why are you
question,
on
please,
here?
my man. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
Have I ever said anything about Muhammad that your Sahaba, your Islam, didn't give me? For example,
It's the way that you're saying it.
Tell me one thing that I said about Muhammad that is a lie.
So obviously, Islam, Muslim.
Give me one thing, AJ. Listen to my question. Name one thing that I've said about Muhammad that's a lie.
I'm getting to it, brother. I'm getting to it. When you said our prophet couldn't read, like we can't read, like it's the truth. Our prophet, peace be upon him, couldn't read. But
okay, so then I didn't lie.
It's just the way. It's just, brother, it's the way you said it.
Okay, but hang on. Did I lie about it or not?
The way you said it, though. Okay, but it's the way of your tone. Like you can't just say stuff.
So that's one thing that I didn't lie about. Go next. What's the next thing I said that wasn't true?
That was the one thing, because you said you can't.
Okay, so I didn't lie because Muhammad.
The way you said it was disrespectful. Well, the way you saying it, you're not understanding what I'm trying to say.
Could Muhammad read and write? Yes or no?
No, he couldn't.
He could?
He couldn't.
Well, apparently he could read and write according to Sahih Bukhari 114. And other.
The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he couldn't read.
Okay, so if I show you that he could read and write.
Go on.
Okay, let's go there. Sahih Bukhari 114. Can you open that up for yourselves so you can see it? And I'll put it on the screen so that people can see it as well. Right? And let's see if he could read and write. You said he couldn't. Let's see if Islam tells us that he could. Right? Again, guys, Sahih Bukhari 114. Let's see if it's true or false. So Ibn Abbas said, when the ailment of the Prophet became worse, he said, bring for me writing paper and I will write for you a statement after which you will not go astray. But Umar said the Prophet is seriously ill and we have got Allah's book with us, and that is sufficient for us. But the companions of the Prophet differed about this, and there was a hue and a cry. On that, the Prophet said to them, go away, leave me alone. It is not right that you should quarrel in front of me. Ibn Abbas came out saying, it is most unfortunate, a great disaster, that Allah's messenger was prevented from writing that statement for them because of the disagreement and noise. There's nothing left after that. The question, according to this hadith given to us by Sahih Bukhari, could Muhammad read and write?
He is probably Googling on Islam QA or something similar to the answer. It's probably like that. He's off topic. He's off application, actually.
Guys, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Am I the only Muslim in here, or?
No,
I'm Muslim.
Just a second.
So I'll go on mute. Sorry.
No worries. Here's another one for you. The Prophet wrote the marriage contract with Aisha when she was 6 years old and consummated his marriage with her when she was 9. So what did he do? He wrote the marriage contract with Aisha. So now again, AK, Sahih Bukhari 5158. Just help me understand, man. What am I doing now?
I'm trying to find you the exact verse from the Quran. Can you give me a sec?
Okay, so the Quran now we're going to go to?
Yes.
So let's just focus on the hadith before we go anywhere else. Could Muhammad read and write according to what I just showed you?
Based on the hadith, it says that he could.
Thank you very much. So you said he couldn't read and write. I just taught you something new today. You are welcome. Anything else that you'd like to learn about Muhammad or Islam today?
No, I
Okay,
will
so
try
let's
that.
go back to the free will. Let me teach you about free will in Islam. Can we go there so that you can learn something new
Go
today?
on. Go on.
Say again, bro.
I said, yeah, go on.
Okay, beautiful. According to your Quran, it tells me that Allah guides who he wills and he misguides who he wills, right? He leads people astray. If Allah leads you astray, can you change what Allah has decreed for you?
You can't, but the reason why he even says it in the Quran a few times. If the words of Allah, the words of God's right, is brought to you through his messages, through the Quran, through the books, and if you refuse to deny the truth, then that's when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places a seal on your heart. And
Okay.
that's what basically it's referring to.
Okay. So watch this. In the Quran, Surah 7, 179, Allah says that he says, and certainly we have created for hell. So Allah creates for hell many of the jinn and mankind. If Allah created you for hell, can you change what Allah created you for?
No, you can't.
Okay, so if Allah created you for hell, do you, AK, know if you are one of those?
Of course, I don't. Who's to say that
Okay,
me
so
or
you don't know,
you're
right?
not going to end up in hell?
Okay, no, but again, there's a difference between being created for something or allowing something to go astray. So according to the Quran, Allah created people for hellfire, meaning
I
they have
know
no
what you're
choice.
referring to.
But hang on, my brother, pay
Like,
attention. If you created for hell according to Allah, you don't have the choice to change what he just created you for, correct? Okay, and now we know from the hadiths, according to Islam, that Allah created you for hell while you were in your father's loins, correct?
yes.
Okay, if Allah created you while you were still in your father's loins, if he created you for hell and you can't change that, it means you don't have any free will of your own to try to make yourself go to paradise because he created you for hell.
All right. So, my brother, the reason, I'll tell you something, yeah. The reason for this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already has decided who's going to go to heaven, who's going to enter hell, right?
Exactly.
That's what you're saying, right? And your point is, why are we alive? If we have no free will, if we're already going to end up in hell, what's the point of all of this, right? The way that I see it, I have a good explanation for this. So, obviously, Islam and Allah, it's all about giving someone a fair go. And say, for example, somebody was created for hell, but he didn't get a chance to live life and explore dunya and explore the world for himself. And if he was just pushed straight into hellfire, he would tell Allah that it was unfair. He didn't have a chance, So that's why Allah gives us life, even if we are made for hellfire. The path that we choose isn't on our hands. But if you're brought into this dunya and then you commit sin upon sin and you don't believe in Allah, then the hellfire is where you end up. That's where the ideology comes
Hang
from.
on a second, AK. You just agreed that if Allah created you for hell, there's nothing you can do to change that, right? Okay. If Allah created you for hell, you don't know whether you're going to go you got no idea. So it doesn't matter how many good things you do, Allah created you for hell. So at some point you will go
He
back to
created
hell.
us for hell, but we choose what path we want to follow. Actually, that's the thing.
Yeah, but my brother, listen, I'm going to show you another hadith now where it says that Allah created you with 4 things. Watch this. This is another hadith. This is Sahih Bukhari 65:49. But pay attention to what it says. It says that when you are created, Allah created you for, he wrote down 4 things. It says, and then Allah sends an angel and orders him to write 4 things: his provision, his age, and whether he will be wretched or blessed. Wretched means a bad person, whether he'll be a bad person or a good person. And then Allah breathes into him. And then listen to what it says. And by Allah, a person among you may do the deeds of the people of the fire, meaning you are sinning your whole life, till there's only a cubit or an arm breadth distance between him and the fire. But then that which Allah, but then that writing proceeds what he does. So what Allah wrote down, that's what's going to happen, not what you do. Allah already decided if you're going to heaven or hell. So it doesn't matter. You could be the worst sinner in the world, but then what Allah wrote down, what he ordered the angels to write, precedes, and he does the deeds of the people of paradise and enters it. Because he was sinning his whole life, it didn't matter. Allah already decided that this dude is going to paradise. So it doesn't matter how many good deeds you do, AK, how good a person you are, and how you look after your parents, and how much of dawah you do, and how much of this, that, and the other, and prayers, and how many umrahs and hajjas you do. It means nothing, because Allah already decided whether you are going to heaven or hell before you were created. It says, and a man may do the deeds of people of paradise, meaning he's been a good guy, till there's only a cubit between him and paradise. And then the writing precedes, and he does the deeds of the people of fire and enters it. So it doesn't matter what you do. Allah has already determined whether you are going to be a good person, a bad person, whether you're going to heaven or hell. Now that tells me that you have no free will, because Allah has already predetermined what you are going to do. Just like the Quran says in Surah 10, 100 and 76, 19, 29. There's nothing you can do to change what Allah has decided for you. Nothing. Go on, AK. Tell me honestly, bro. This is not me saying it. I've taken you to Bukhari. I've taken you to the Quran. I've shown you other hadiths.
And this, brother, like me, I can't speak on this topic, and I don't know what to say for this topic, because I'm being truthful. I don't have knowledge about this topic, you know. I don't want to give you false information or tell you something that's not correct.
And now you have something to think about. So next time you go to a Muslim live, ask them about free will, and notice that I'm showing it to you on the screen. I can show you from the Quran, Surah 10, 100, one of them, where it says that nobody can become a Muslim unless Allah wills it. No one can become a believer unless it is by the will of Allah. So I might want to be a Muslim. Allah's like, nah, I created you for hell, man, you out. Even if you're Muslim, if Allah had created you for hell, there's nothing that you can do to change it.
Hello. You're right, mate.
Hang on, England, just 1 second, my brother.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Sasha, do you want to add something to this, my man?
Because like me, my brother, I told you I don't have knowledge of this type of subject, so it's not right for me to speak on it, you know.
I accept that, my man. No worries, I accept that. But you know, now that you can see that what I'm doing isn't from my own mouth, and I'm just saying, I'm not just blowing air. I'm actually reading and showing you guys from your books that everything I've said so far, I am able to back it up, and I am able to show you that this exists in your literature, not mine, that these books are what you guys are supposed to go to in case you are in doubt. And yet when I show you guys these verses, you doubt the verses itself. I haven't said anything from my own accord. Nothing I've said so far is just an opinion. Because again, I've shown even the guy England below you, we've gone through the Quran to show you that Allah himself, we have created for hell many of the mankind and jinn.
So you're talking about me?
For hell,
are you
there's
addressing
nothing
me?
that you can do.
James, are you addressing me?
No, I can talk to you as well
No.
today, but
Lala, but you said the guy below you. Is this me you're talking about, the guy below you?
No, England.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
England.
sorry. Okay, sorry.
No worries, man.
He was here earlier, is what he's saying. Khidr, do you want to help out, AK?
No, because yesterday we spoke and you had to go and you said we'll finish it later. Remember when we were talking about this?
Now you came again at the time I'm going to leave.
Yeah, because this is the time when I finish work. Yeah, I mean, so.
We can try to have a conversation with him if you want.
We can keep it very short because I only have 15 minutes.
What I'll do is, guys, I'm just going to go double check something. and then what I'll do is if I'll be back, give me a couple of minutes, couple of seconds. I'll check that I got more time, and then I'll come back.
I have 15 minutes anyway, James, because I have to pick up my kids from school. So it's don't
Okay, no
I don't want
problem.
to pressure you. So if you want to go, it's
No
fine. We
worries.
can finish later on.
But we've got Amino again. I just want to say this to AK guys before, I know he's gone now, but AK, my man. So I hope that you understand that I'm not just being I'm just not just attacking. I want to have conversations, and that's right, Banku. Humbled. Okay, I mean, I'm going to be back in a couple of seconds.